Hello and welcome back to the Geordie Pig Investor channel. A lot of you really enjoyed my recent video where I showed exactly how I pick winning stocks. But today I want to cover the opposite side of the equation because avoiding bad investments can be just as important as finding the great ones. If you enjoy these educational style videos, then please smash the like button and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cover next. One of the biggest mistakes investors make is assuming a cheap stock is automatically a bargain. They see a low valuation, a high dividend yield, or a share price that's fallen significantly and they think they found a compelling opportunity. But sometimes a stock is cheap because the business itself is struggling. That's what's known as a value trap. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to spot value traps using Insight Analytics. This is one of the best value tools available right now in the UK, especially when you consider how affordable it is. They have been adding a lot of additional features which are only helping you as the investor. So if you are serious about your stock picking and want to know how to identify a winning stock from a losing one, then click my link at the top of the description box as you'll receive a free trial alongside a further 20% discount at checkout. Let's start off by taking a look at what I think are the most important questions to ask yourself when you're researching individual stocks. That first question being, is it a good business? Does this company solve a problem? When I ask whether a company is a good business, the first thing I want to know is, does it solve a real problem? Does it still provide an important service that customers actually need? Next, I ask whether the business has something that separates it from its competitors. That could be a strong brand, lower costs, unique technology, or a network that's difficult to replicate. And the most important question of all is whether that competitive advantage is getting stronger or weaker. Because if a business is losing its edge, a cheap share price alone won't save it. And one stock that I believe is a perfect example of a value trap right now is WPP. And the first place I go is the company overview. This gives a quick understanding of what the business actually does. Most people know WPP as an advertising company, but it's actually a global communications and marketing business operating across numerous agencies and services. And one of the best tools on Insight Analytics is their AI analysis. On here, we can see the company overview, financial analysis, recent milestones, key strengths, and importantly, potential concerns. I particularly like the competitive differentiation section because this helps me understand whether the business still has an edge over competitors. And with WPP, I'd be paying close attention to changes within the advertising industry and how developments like AI could affect the business over the long term. I'm trying to establish one thing. Is this business strengthening its position or gradually losing its advantage? So assuming I understand the business, the next thing I want to know is whether the financials back up the story. The first thing I look at is revenue growth. Is the company consistently bringing in more money year after year? Growing revenue tells me that demand for the business is increasing and that it's continuing to win customers. While growth doesn't have to be spectacular, I'd rather see steady and sustainable progress than a business is standing still or potentially going backwards. Next, I want to see earnings growth. It's one thing to generate sales, but it's another to turn those sales into profits. A company can grow revenue by cutting prices or spending heavily, but if earnings aren't keeping pace, that growth might not create value for shareholders. Ideally, I want to see profits growing consistently over time. And one of the most important metrics I look at is free cash flow. This is the cash left over after the company has paid for its day-to-day operations and invested into the business. Free cash flow gives management the flexibility to pay dividends, buy back shares, reduce debt, or invest in future growth. After all, profits are an accounting measure, but cash is real. And finally, I want to know whether the balance sheet is strong. Does the company have manageable levels of debt? Does it have enough cash to weather a difficult period? A strong balance sheet gives a business resilience and the ability to take advantage of opportunities, while too much debt can quickly turn a good business into a risky investment. So a great business story just isn't enough. A company can have a fantastic reputation but still become a poor investment if the financials start deteriorating. So this is where I want to see whether the business is actually healthy. And when we do take a closer look at WPP's revenue growth, it is a cause for concern. Back in 2016, they had revenue at 14.89 billion, and if we fast forward this to 2025, we can see it shrunk by 1.3 billion. The most concerning part is that since 2023, this has been on a steady decline. And this is why it's so important to look at many metrics. If you just looked at their PE ratio and compared it over the last 10 years, right now with a PE ratio around about 14, it would look extremely cheap. Then I'm going to look at metrics like earnings per share, cash flow breakdown, cash versus debt, and their net income, because this will give an overall view of their financial position. And as we can see, these numbers are all very concerning. Their cash has been getting smaller year on year as the debt's increasing, and their net income is actually back into the red for the first time in 5 years. I don't want to overload this video with metrics because this isn't a full WPP stock analysis. I'm simply trying to answer one question. Are the fundamentals improving or deteriorating? Because many value traps show warning signs in the financial statements long before investors notice. After this, we then need to ask ourselves, is it actually good value? This is where most value traps start. A stock looks cheap on paper and investors assume it's undervalued. But a low valuation often isn't a signal of opportunity. It can be the market correctly pricing in long-term decline, disruption, or rising risk in the business. Cheap can stay cheap for a reason. The key question is whether the value matches the growth. A low multiple doesn't matter if earnings are shrinking because the stock can keep re-rating lower. On the flip side, a higher valuation can still be justified if the company is compounding strongly. So I'm really asking, is growth strong enough to support price, or is the business quietly deteriorating? And always be wary of analyst grades and consensus buy ratings. They're based on models and assumptions that may already be priced in. A buy doesn't necessarily mean undervalued, it may simply reflect consensus expectations like stable margins or recovery that the market already anticipates. There's a good example of this with WPP right now. As we can see, there's actually 5 holds and 4 buys versus only 2 sells, which most people may read this as there actually being a good buying opportunity for the stock right now. And the last and definitely one of the most important questions is, has the story changed? This is where a lot of value traps start to form. A stock can look cheap and even look fundamentally strong, but the business can change quickly. New competitors, regulation, or shifts in demand can completely alter the outlook. So I'll always check whether anything has changed recently that weakens the original investment case. And for me, with WPP, I think that AI has disrupted by taking over parts of advertising and media planning that used to rely heavily on human agencies like content creation, targeting, and campaign optimization. Clients can now use AI tools to produce ads faster and cheaper in-house, which puts pressure on WPP's pricing power and growth. This shift has raised concerns that traditional agency models may face slower demand and tighter margins as AI reduces the need for as much outsourced creativity and media work. Earnings calls are one of the best ways to spot early signs of a value trap. You hear directly from management about what's improving and what's getting harder. I pay close attention to whether they sound more confident about the future or whether they're starting to admit challenges and slower growth ahead. Tied to that is the management confidence. I want to know if leadership still believes in the long-term story or if they're becoming more cautious quarter by quarter. Often the shift into value traps shows up in confidence first, before it ever shows up in the numbers. And finally, I would look at insider activity. If executives are buying shares, it can be a strong signal they believe the business is still undervalued. But if there is heavy selling, then for me personally, I always see that as a major red flag. Why are people within the business trying to sell off their positions? And that is my easy to follow 4-step process. Is it a good business? Is it financially strong? Is it reasonably valued? And has anything changed the story? The key thing with this is that it doesn't just help you avoid value traps, it helps you pick the winners as well. Because the same framework that protects you from bad investments also highlights strong, compounded businesses early on. And with Insight Analytics, it brings it all together in one place, using real data so that you can make decisions in minutes instead of hours. So remember, over time, avoiding value traps can be just as powerful as catching the big winners. If you found any value in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more investing content. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep compounding and stay patient because your future self will thank you. For now, this is the Geordie Pig Investor, over and out. Every buy and sell in the portfolio has a reason. Last month, I made some changes most investors wouldn't expect. Click the screen now to see every buy and sell I made and the reason behind it.